What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
After fans, it's time to get excited as a fifth film is officially on the way. Following on from the 4 existing After movies, Hardin and Tessa are returning to screens for a surprise new installment titled After Everything. Based on Anna Todd's After books, which began as Harry Styles' Wattpad fanfiction, the big screen series consists of 4 films: After 2019, After We Collided 2020, After We Fell 2021, and After Ever Happy, which will be available on Prime Video on August 10, 2022. Given that there are only 4 books in the series plus the prequel before, the announcement of a 5th film came as a pleasant surprise to fans, as After Ever Happy was previously thought to be the series finale. So far, here's what we know. The first 4 After films were all fairly faithful adaptations of Anna Todd's corresponding novels of the same name. However, the book series ends with After Ever Happy number 4, implying that After Everything will not be based on a specific release.
How much did I freak your mom out?
Nonetheless, we expect After Everything to continue Hessa's story, and fans are hoping for a glimpse into Hardin and Tessa's future as well. Before we continue, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any updates. Jumping right onto the topic, fans were surprised when hero Fiennes Tiffin, the talented actor who plays Hardin, disclosed in August 2022 that filming for After Everything had previously been wrapped in private. On Instagram, he teased the title and expressed his eagerness for people to see the final installment. After Everything revolves around Hardin's journey as he deals with the fallout from his split with Tessa. Hardin, haunted by recollections of their past, is reluctant to move on, despite the rising pressure from his publisher to complete his next novel. Seeking advice from his parents, he is advised to seek space and closure. In an audacious move, Hardin travels to Lisbon, Portugal, in the hopes of reuniting with Tessa. Whether fate will bring them back together or push them further apart remains unknown. With the emotional stakes raised and the conclusion of Tessa and Hardin's love story on the horizon, fans are eagerly awaiting the release of After Everything. The 4th movie left audiences on a cliffhanger with the infamous "to be continued" message, and now they can finally look forward to the next installment based on Anna Todd's novels After Ever Happy and Before After 5, which will feature retrospective moments delving into Hardin's life before he met Tessa and deviate from the book's ending, which includes a flash forward where Tessa and Hardin have 2 children. Instead, the 4th movie ends on a bleaker note as the couple is not together anymore. Their final breakup occurs when Tessa discovers the book Hardin has been writing about the relationship titled After and realizes he plans to publish it. Feeling violated, she declares their relationship over. However, Tessa still can't resist the temptation to attend a reading of Hardin's book, and as she sees him looking at another woman, she leaves. And at the end, we see Tessa walking off in the rain. The 5th movie, After Everything, will pick up from this open ending, and fans can hope to witness the journey of Tessa and Hardin finding their way back to each other. It sets the stage for the anticipated finale of the book series, where they ultimately find their happiness together. In the book, there are multiple time jumps to tell the end of Tessa and Hardin's story, so there's plenty of scope for the 5th movie to fill in the gaps and give us plenty more drama on its way to a happy ending. Hardin and Tessa are now separated. In the official trailer, we see Hardin's trip to Lisbon in order to focus on his writing career. However, he can't get his mind off of Tessa and their relationship. Now, was it luck or fate that sent Tessa to Lisbon? But we see both of them again in Portugal. Will things be different this time? Yes, the trailer most definitely shows Tessa and Hardin getting back together. Moreover, the trailer for After 5 also shows a glimpse of their wedding, which confused many fans because this doesn't happen in the novel franchise. However, just like before, we see Tessa and Hardin hit another bump in the road. Hardin meets his ex-girlfriend Natalie when the two meet in Portugal. Not only does Tessa like for her to see Natalie, but Hardin has to try to amend his mistakes from his past relationship. In the past, Hardin shared an intimate video with Natalie without her consent. Now, years later, Hardin has changed and he wants to be better. This last chapter promises to bring this story to a close, while also delving into the subtleties of love's maturity and the enduring force of their bond. As September approaches, fans all across the world will be able to see the conclusion of an enthralling narrative that has gripped hearts and sparked passions. Fans should brace themselves for an emotional roller coaster that is after everything as Tessa and Hardin's story may come to a close. We already knew that filmmaker Castell Landon was working on 2 additional after-movies before the shocking announcement of the 5th. One was to be centered on the hard and focused prequel before, and the other on their children. Emery Auden and Addie were well liked by fans, and we've all had a lot of questions about what happened to the kids, Landon told Teen Vogue. It's really amazing to see how interested the fan base is in those characters, despite the fact that they are only briefly introduced in the books. People have fallen for them because of their affection for Hardin and Tessa. We don't know if each of those films is still in the works as a result of the unanticipated extra after movie. It is likely that the 5th after movie will replace one of the scheduled movies. Meanwhile, a next-generation sequel is in the works following Tessa and Hardin's children, Emery and Auden, as well as their cousin Addie. Due to the time difference, Hero and Josephine will not be playing Tessa and Hardin as fans excitedly await the release of After Everything. In the latest episode in the enthralling After series, we are reminded that Tessa and Hardin's tale may not be over. Maybe the trailer suggests that this is the last chapter of the series, but a prequel and a sequel film are in progress, and we might get the announcement soon. This suggests the modern-day Tessa story aspect has now been completed, and there are 2 more movies to look forward to in the After universe. Moving on to the cast of After Everything, we know that Josephine Langford and hero Fiennes Tiffin will be back as Tessa Young and Hardin Scott respectively, as it wouldn't be an After movie without them. The teaser confirmed that Louise Lombard and Stephen Moyer were back as Hardin's parents, Trish Daniels and Christian Vance, and the full trailer added some additional names for the finale. As mentioned above, sex education star Mimi Keene is playing Hardin's former partner Natalie, but she's not the only newcomer, as Benjamin Mascolo is playing Sebastian, and Aya Ivanova is playing Emery. We'd assume that the likes of Chance Perdomo's Landon and Kiana Madeira's Nora, who's now moved in with Landon, will be back. However, we don't know for certain they will be. A Christmas teaser revealed Hardin's reluctance to move on from Tessa despite his newfound popularity as a novelist. The complete trailer for After Everything was released alongside the announcement of the release date, which fueled excitement. Fans in the United States should mark September 13 on their calendars because it will mark the end of Tessa and Hardin's adventure. Furthermore, the release date for the rest of the world is roughly the same. The film will be released in most of Europe, Asia, and Africa between September 15th and September 22nd, 2023. International releases are also planned to coincide, creating a global celebration for fans. On the other hand, UK fans may have to wait, as the release date for their region has yet to be revealed. Well, that's it for today. So what do you think will happen in the final chapter of Tessa and Hardin's story? Will they find their happy ending? Or will there be more twists and turns? Share your thoughts below and make sure to stay tuned for all the updates.